Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do just a weekend update and see what we have in store for the General Collective. Thank you everybody for watching the daily energy draws. We have a new schedule going up that will start next week. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays we'll have set readings, and then we'll have the daily energy draws, and then we'll have some other readings sprinkled in here and there. I also want to thank you guys so much for holding space for me for the Ascension Confessions video. I'm not ready to talk about it yet, but things kind of hit the fan. And I'm just kind of removed from my Divine Masculine. Yeah. I'm not ready to talk about it yet. Still a lot of love for him, but just not in my life anymore. And if I want to be honest, even though I made that decision, that was more his choice. That was more his choice. His behavior, his actions, or lack thereof. And King of Pentacles. That's what we want. We want stability, right? We want stability. We don't want the hot and the cold. We don't want the in and the out. If you're going to be in my life, be in my life. That's it. That's it. Especially with this connection. If you honor this connection like I do, if you find it just as sacred as I do, if this is truly the connection that we have, and maybe it isn't, maybe that's what I'm learning, but no more hot and cold. I don't take that from anybody in my life, and definitely not going to take it from the person that I think is my Divine Masculine, who I thought it was my Divine Masculine. I don't know, the jury's still out. I'll let you guys know. Even now, my heart is saying, yes, that's your person. Yes, that's your person. And like I said, I have so much love for him, even more now. Even more. You know what it is? I said this to a friend earlier. I said, I have even more love for him now because I have more love for myself because I stepped away from him. Because I said no more. Because I set those boundaries, and even more so. Even more so. So a lot transpired in the past 24 hours, and it's been difficult. I've been alternating between periods of just grief, crying, I'm kind of right there right now, and feeling at peace, feeling okay. Just trusting in God, and trusting in the universe, and trusting in my spirit team. Trusting that things will unfold as they need to unfold. It's the strangest thing. I'll be crying, and not just crying, but this is sobbing, like a grief I've never known. And I've known grief in my life. But underneath that, all I feel is peace in my heart. Like, this was the right decision for me. Like, I had to do this. Like, I had to step away from him. I don't know. So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull cards. I don't have a specific spread in mind this time. I'm going to pull cards for the weekend. By the time this uploads, it will probably be Friday, so this will be for Friday through Sunday. We have the full moon on Monday, and it is intense. I'm already feeling it. I was feeling it earlier this week with the solar storms too. It's going to be pretty intense, but hopefully transformative. Hopefully I'll have some more shifts within me, some more transformations within me, because right now I'm just on this ascension journey for myself. I'm on my own path now, and I wanted us to do it together, but it is what it is, and I'm okay being on my own. I've been on my own for a very long time, and, he taught me to want to share that with somebody. He taught me how to love and be loved in a way that I hadn't before. I hadn't opened my heart completely, even though I'm kind of an open book, but I hadn't opened my heart completely, but he taught me how to love unconditionally, and loving someone, even having the feeling that they're with somebody else, and letting them go completely, stepping out of their life so that they can live the life that they seem to want, that's unconditional love. Just wanting him to be happy. And like I said to him, I just hope that he keeps an open heart and that he doesn't close himself off to love. Because what a shame would that be? Because he is someone who is just so full of love, and the world needs that. And someone's going to be very, very lucky with him. Very lucky. Just like somebody's going to be very lucky with me. So we're just gonna pull. I'm gonna do Friday through Sunday. So let's see what's going on here. All right, for the collective, Spirit, please remove my ego. Bring forth the Ascended Masters, working in pure divine white light. I open myself to be a divine channel through the Holy Spirit. All right, we're getting collective energy here. All right, so let's just pull cards and see what we're getting for the weekend. What do we have in store for the weekend ahead of this full moon? I think it's called the Strawberry Full Moon. It's the, I don't even know what sign is it. Is it the full moon in Cancer? I'm not sure. But this full moon for June. You want to come out. Son of a bitch. It's the Two of Cups. I'm going to get a clarifier. Okay, so what they're actually telling me is it's no coincidence that it didn't fly out, because that's how I shuffle. I take the flyers, right? That's how I know that Spirit wants me to take them. And it's no coincidence that it was kind of stuck in my deck, as you guys saw. It wanted to come out, it was peeking out, but it was stuck in the deck. That's how I feel like divine counterparts are right now. There is movement happening, and if you listen to the reading from Wednesday, which I'll link in the description box below, there is movement happening. It could be slow. It could be that tentative energy. Now, I want to say this. I've been understanding that some of the things that I've channeled from the past 6 months onward has been ahead of the curve, so to speak. I don't know how else to say it. Ahead of the timeline. So if you feel called to any of the older videos, look at the titles, and if you feel called to them, read them or watch them, because there might be a message in there for you. I have been channeling for the past 6 months. There was the feeling of a bow and an arrow, and that we were pulled back and feeling that tension of being pulled back, and then finally, I think it was in March, it released. March or April, it released. And now it's been hitting its target. Now is the time where it's hitting its target. We have been channeling that for quite a long time, and I'm getting the energy again of something being released, of that bow being released, and now it is shooting towards its target, and it is going super, super fast. Super fast. I'd also been channeling that the Divine Masculines especially were on the precipice of a pool. They're on the edge of a pool. And this was especially in the Divine Partnership readings, I believe, the full Divine Partnership readings. You can check out the playlist. They were at the edge of the pool. The Divine Feminine was already in. She's like, come on in, it's warm, let's give this thing a shot. And the Divine Masculine was wanting to go in, but just holding back. And the universe was kind of nudging them forward, nudging them forward, nudging them forward. For some of you who are in union, I'm being called to say, for some of you who are in the process, in the beginning stages of union, you've had communication, and it's not the back and forth communication like I've experienced. It is a fresh start. It is stable. It is something of a higher level of commitment. It is something that is more grounded than what you had experienced in the past. And I bring up my own situation so you guys know it's not the hot and the cold. This is a true fresh start. This is a true new beginning. No more hot and cold energy. No more in and out energy. This is almost like a reboot is what they're giving me. But what I've been channeling a few months ago was there were some Divine Masculines who were just dropped down to the ground. Like a little kid when they don't want to move, they just splat on the floor and there's like dead weight and you can't move them. The universe is like, well, that's a tower moment, and they're coming in and they're scooping them up and they're dropping them in the water. So we've been channeling that, and that's the energy that I'm feeling here with the, how it's peeking out of the deck here. It's almost like for those who are still kind of inching their way forward, the universe is having compassion because they are taking action, they are taking forward movement, but it's almost like they're saying, okay, you have until the full moon. That's what they're giving me now. They're saying you have until the full moon, and if you don't take action, there's going to be a tower moment. Now, remember, this could be happening now. This could be happening before the full moon. This could be happening on the full moon. This could be happening a little bit after the full moon, but they're giving me the full moon being transformational. Because it is, I don't know when the start of eclipse season, but that's what they're telling me. The new moon, okay, The Scorpio full moon that we just had in May was deeply transformational for divine masculines. And they're moving through that transformation, and that's why Spirit is being generous. That's why Spirit is being compassionate. The universe is being compassionate towards them. But they're saying you have to make decisions. You have to make choices. You have to, get your head out of the sand and see things for what it is, see truth for what it is up to this full moon, because things are kicking off energetically and cosmically. Thank you. Universally. Ascension-wise, evolutionary, things are kicking off with this new full moon. It's releasing the old, more releasing of the old, ending of old cycles, and it's the ending of a big cosmic cycle, And as we head into the end of June into July, the start of eclipse season, massive portals are opening. Massive gateways for ascension are opening, and it's either you go or you be left behind. You make the decision or you be left behind. And so here we're feeling like the divine masculine especially is kind of peeking out and looking at this partnership and trying to almost make a decision. But they're saying to me, no, the decision has been made. Now they just have to take action. The decision has been made. They want this partnership. And again, I'm removing myself from the situation, removing my own story here. Your divine masculine has already made the decision for this union, for this partnership. They're just, if you're finding that they're slow moving, if you're finding that the communication is not yet there or it's lacking, they are just peeking out and kind of testing the waters again. And the universe is nudging them forward. And if they are still resisting, the universe will come in and provide a tower moment. And remember, tower moments are course corrections. Tower moments are redirection. So if you are on the wrong path and you are still going down the path because you fear change, because of wounding that you have yet to heal, because you're stuck in spiritual ego or your ego is getting in the way, for whatever reason, if you're stuck in karmic cycles and refuse to close those out, your soul has a blueprint. Your soul knows exactly what direction you want to go. Your soul knows exactly what path to take, and the universe is trying to guide you there and help you. But if you refuse to listen to your own heart, to your own soul, the universe will come in and shake you up with a tower moment to get you on the right course. Tower moments are also breakthroughs. Tower moments are also epiphanies. So that might be the shakeup that is needed for this. But you see the tie around their hands? They're reminding me of the red string of fate there. You guys are tied together. This is destiny. This is fate. It's a fated event. You're coming together. You're meant to be, and both of you know it. It's just fear. It's just resistance that's holding you back. Let's get a clarifier for the Two of Cups, please. Let me take this one. Five of Pentacles. Yep. This is that energy of being left out in the cold. I'm hearing come into the warmth. Step out of the cold and into the warmth. Step out of the cold and into the warm water. Come into the water. Come into the pool. Come into the love. Step out of the cold where you're feeling isolated and alone, and come into the warmth of this love. Come into the warmth of what it is that you truly want, and stop holding back. It's beautiful. And you see how there's this barren tree? They're pointing me to this. It's so interesting, the decks that they have me use. You see this barren tree, but there are 5 pentacles on it. This is, I know this is not the traditional meaning of this card, but this is abundance on a barren landscape. They're saying, look, open your eyes and see, open your heart and see with your heart. See what is there right in front of you. See this connection and see that light shining on those 2 cups that they have to offer to each other, this balance, this love that they're finally offering to each other in equal harmony. Open your eyes and see that among the cold, what you're searching for is already there. What you're searching for is already here. It's the fruits of your manifestation. The tree has already borne fruit, even among this barren landscape, even among this tundra energy. The love that you're searching for is here. It's within you, and as it's within you, it's within your divine counterpart. Why are you going through the tundra? Why are you trudging alone? Why are you putting yourself out in the cold when you have this abundance all along? Let's get some more. The Tower. Yep, what did I say? The Tower, there's going to be a shakeup. And again, this is just course correction. This is just, if you're not listening to your heart and you're not taking action according to your soul's blueprint, this is a major arcana card, and major arcana cards are the universe coming in and saying, you know, we got to put you back on the path towards your fated destiny. And remember, even though it's fated events, even though it's your destiny, you orchestrated this. When you were on the other side, you said, okay, what is it that I need to learn? How is it that I want to evolve? What is it that I want to experience? Who is it that I want to meet? You orchestrated this, and that's why your soul knows the blueprint. But if you're not listening to your soul, and again, that's free will, but major arcana, the universe will come in and try to get you on the right path for your own soul. When you're feeling lost, when you're feeling confused, that's just because you're not in alignment with what your soul wants. You're not in flow. You're not in alignment with your heart, with what your heart is truly saying. When you're feeling that peace, then you know that you're in alignment. When you're feeling harmony and one with the universe, then you know you're in alignment. But if you're not in alignment, they will come in and put you off course. Okay, so that's interesting. So I just heard the phrase "topple your crown." They will topple your crown, and I asked what they mean by that, and they said that there are some divine masculines who are so in their ego. I'm asking for clarification. It could be selfish behavior. It could be arrogance. It could be spiritual ego. False masks, illusions that they're hiding behind. But that's the crown analogy. And you see that there's a crown up there? They pointed me to that. That's the crown analogy. They're so in their ego that they're not willing to see the forest for the trees. They're not willing to see the connection. They're not willing to make the connection, is what I'm hearing. They're not going into their crown chakra. They're not going into their intuitive self, listening to their heart. They're not making the connection between the spirit and the material world. And so that is the Tower coming in and toppling their crown. It's humbling them. They're being humbled right now. Interesting. But it's almost like, do you see? It's almost like this is the dark and this is the dawn. Like this is the darkness with the clouds and it's like nighttime. And it's almost like this, the energy I'm getting here is sunrise. There's going to be a new dawn coming from this. The Tower is nothing to fear. Only if you're in resistance, but it's nothing to fear because it's going to set you on the right path. You just have to allow it. You just have to open your heart to allow it. Come in from the cold. Step into the warmth of this love. Step into the warmth of your love. I'm hearing, are you really filled? Is your own cup really full up? Or is that just a mask that you wear? Really, self-awareness here. This is all about self-awareness. Look inside of yourself, truly. Truly, take a good look at yourself. I'm getting eyes being opened here. As the crown opens, the third eye, I'm really looking deep into yourself. And not just the shadow aspects of yourself, but all of yourself. The light and the dark. Self-awareness, eyes opening. Let's get a couple more. What do we have in store for this weekend? What do we have in store for this weekend? Knight of Cups. Some of you might be getting forward movement. The cup can be filled with apologies. It can be filled with expressions of love. Cups are always emotions. It's all about the emotions. It's all about expressions, communication. a communication with an expression of self, an expression of love, an expression of emotion. So it could be apologies, it could be a higher level of commitment, it could be stability, but it's an expression of some kind of love, and it's forward momentum being in the night energy. It's forward movement here. And look how he's holding it out. And you see how it's all blue? It's the throat chakra here. I feel like that there's a lot of throat chakra clearings happening, especially for the Divine Masculines. And if you watch the daily energy draw from Monday through Wednesday, I believe it was, those were really all about communication and throat chakra activations happening. Clearing out of the throat chakra so that, especially Divine Masculines, but Divine Feminines too, so that you can fully step into your power and express yourself as you need to express yourself. As you step up, as you rise, as you evolve more into your authentic true self, you're realizing your power. And this isn't corrupt power. This is your worth. This is your value. This is who you are in your light. This is your high vibrational energy. You're realizing who you are. And as you step into that self, as you step more into your soul self, then you're able to express yourself more. And I feel like the more activations are happening here, and that's why this Knight of Cups is here. It's not a page, it's a knight, which is forward momentum. And actually, they're giving me the energy. What they're saying is that he could be a king. He could be a king or he could be a queen. But they chose the knight here for that forward momentum, but also because the king sometimes has an energy of holding back their emotions, being a little bit withdrawn because they are so full of emotion and they don't want to show it because they're in their king energy, because they're in a place of authority. So it's almost like they want to hold back. They're hiding their emotions. The queen sometimes has an energy of overflowing emotions, and that's not a bad thing, but the energy that I'm getting here with the knight is he's somebody who's ready to ride into battle, somebody stable, somebody ready to fight for this connection, somebody ready to offer themselves for this connection, somebody ready to express themselves, really express themselves, really communicate what it is that they're feeling, almost like he's riding into battle, almost like it's do or die. What else do we have? Sorry, you guys. Yeah, talk about thread activations here, right? They're actually showing me, it's almost like there's this path here, and in the background there's a kingdom. This is your kingdom, coming in from the cold, stepping into the warmth of love. Your kingdom, your wishes, this Ten of Pentacles energy, which is like your kingdom. It's happy home life. It's happy everything. You can be the king of your kingdom if you express yourself. I feel like there was more there, but they actually pulled back from that, and I don't know if that's where the throat activations came in, but we'll see if anything else comes out for that. Something about kingdom. Okay, I know what that means to me. Okay, I'm going to say this. For those of you who have a connection to Jesus and Mary, kingdom might have significance to you. Now, I'm going to leave that up to your interpretation. I know what they're saying to me. It's something that I've been uncovering for the past few months. And soon I'm going to be channeling some more messages about that. I'm going to be doing some more work around that, trying to get everything together. So take it as it resonates with you. I feel called to mention it in case it's resonating with you. But I'm gonna leave it there for the sake of this reading because it's kind of in depth, and but I felt called because it came to me. I felt called to, and it was channeled to me. I felt called to bring it up. So if kingdom has significance, if Jesus and Mary have significance to you, the word kingdom might trigger your own intuition. So take whatever you are channeled, whatever messages and feelings and emotions and insights come to you based on that. Yeah. Okay. All right. They're trying to block me off again. Okay. Okay. I have really, I've been channeling really higher level stuff the past few months as I've had these upgrades. And I don't know if it's I'm not ready or what's going on there, but I do promise that it will come out. It will come out. We have the Two of Wands, and the Two of Wands came out on Wednesday, yesterday, as I did the reading. I'm doing this Thursday. It's going to go up on Friday. The Two of Wands came out, and the message that I got was that the Divine Masculines, they're not at a crossroads anymore. They've made their decision. They have the world in their hands, the kingdom, again, the world in their hands, and they have chosen their wand. See that wand in their hand, and you see that abundance on it? They have chosen their wand. They've chosen their direction. And it's going to bring them the world, and they know it. Their divine feminine is their world. The energy that I'm getting here is it's just waiting for the perfect timing. Waiting for the perfect timing to come in. And I know that's going to piss a lot of feminines off. Like, what are you waiting for? Well, let's find out. What are they waiting for? What's blocking them? What are they waiting for? Okay, sorry guys, my computer was doing something funky and I had to save the video and reboot, so we're going to splice it together as two separate videos into one. So what came out was the Knight of Pentacles, and this is usually the slowest moving card in the deck, but what I'm getting here is, because we have the Knight of Cups plus the Tower moment they're pointing me to, so there's going to be a shakeup that's going to push them forward. And it's not going to be as slow as it was. This is something more grounded. This is something more stable. And you see how he's in armor? He's in full armor here with the heart chakra here. What I'm getting is that his heart might still be a little bit guarded, but with the Knight of Cups and the Two of Wands are also pointing me to, he's made a decision. He wants to come forward and express himself, but he's feeling a little bit I'm getting guarded or fearful, possibly fearful of rejection, possibly fearful of how the Divine Feminine is going to respond. I'm also getting an energy of stepping into his power. So you see how he's also sitting atop this horse, very self-assured, especially how he's holding this pentacle, wanting to offer this value, this stability, this security, this commitment to the Divine Feminine, very self-assured, very confident. They're pointing me to the deer here and here. These are bucks. These are really majestic, and their antlers are powerful. They are wanting to step into this energy of power, feeling powerful, feeling confident. This is what they're waiting for. They're waiting to feel secure themselves, because they're feeling a little bit guarded, because they're feeling a little bit afraid. They're not quite sure how the Divine Feminine is going to receive them. But, again, step out of the cold and step into the warmth of this connection. Step into the warmth of love, because it is love. What just fell out? You have the Ten of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. Yes. Yes. Okay, so we have the Ten of Wands on the bottom of the deck, and I was called to this, wanting to finally place down the burdens of this connection, wanting to take away the burdens of the Divine Feminine. I'm also hearing to carry the burdens on their shoulder. We had channeled that months ago, that the Divine Masculine wanted to be in equal partnership with the Divine Feminine, wanting to ease her burdens, him, her, it's just energy, ease the Divine Feminine's burdens, carry some of the weight of this connection, because the Divine Feminine has been carrying the weight of this connection, fighting for this connection, holding space for the Divine Masculine, just loving him unconditionally when there hasn't been a whole lot of reciprocity. In some cases there was betrayal, in some cases there was cheating, in some cases there was secrets, deception, lying. Take the situations as they resonate for you. I know, this is a general collective reading, so take the scenario as it does resonate with you, but it was a burden that the Divine Feminine had been carrying, and recently, I would say the past 1-2 months, the Divine Feminine collective has really been setting down that burden. The Divine Masculine is here saying, I don't want either of us to feel burdened. Here, let me shoulder this for a while. And what I had channeled, and reminding me of this now, they're showing me the same thing. What I had channeled is, as soon as the Divine Masculine picks this up and starts to reciprocate, and brings in that stability and brings in that offer of commitment and that offer of understanding of the connection, the weight is going to, these rods, these wands are going to disintegrate. It's going to feel like nothing but feathers, nothing but ash. It's going to become nothing but ash. Because when you are in partnership with your divine counterpart, your true divine counterpart, it is nothing but balance. And it's the energy of the scales. When you have balanced scales, it's like there's nothing there. It's when it's imbalanced. That's when, you put the heart and you put the feather. You put the rock and you put the whatever. You put two, like, they showed me the heart and the feather. So you put the heart and you put the feather. And I think that's in one of the, they're showing me the justice card. And I think that's in one of the decks that I have. So it's a heart and it's a feather. And you weigh them, right? And the feather is light. And sometimes if the heart is carrying too many burdens, it's heavy. And so that scale sinks and the one with the feather goes up like this. That's the imbalance of this relationship. That's been the imbalance of this connection. And so what happens when those burdens are eased, when the healing takes place, everything becomes balanced, and it's like, it's all light as a feather. That's the energy that they're giving me here. And I also want to point out, moving again towards the castle here, moving again towards the kingdom. This is your kingdom. You can have everything. Here we have the Ten of Pentacles. I was also called to the Emperor on the bottom of the deck. I'm not called to take it, but they wanted me to point it out. This is where the Divine Masculine is headed. They are in their Divine Emperor energy, or quite nearly there. They are stepping into their full power. And the Emperor, it's funny they keep having me say Divine Emperor. The Emperor energy can sometimes be controlling. It's authoritative, but the Emperor can sometimes be controlling, but the Divine Emperor is like the Divine Masculine. No longer the distorted version, no longer controlling, no longer manipulative, no longer selfish, no longer take. Now they're reciprocating. Now they're in their place of authority. Now they're in their place of power. Now they're in their place of stability, being able to offer something to Divine Feminine. I'm also hearing protect their Divine Feminine, carry some of the weight of this. Equal partnership, standing beside the Divine Feminine to help her rise. They're showing me the Lover's card in the Gilded Tarot, and let me see if I can get it, because I had channeled this a while ago before, and it's funny that they keep having me go back to things I had channeled before. It's like what I said, what I was called to say in the beginning. I feel like some of the things I had channeled months ago is coming full circle. Here we go. What I had channeled with this image, and they're showing it to me now, is here is the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine in union with this Lover's card. And you see the energy between them. You see the love between them. And here, the Divine Masculine is lifting the Divine Feminine up. He is helping her to rise. He is protecting her energy. He is protecting his feminine. He is wanting to support her and hold her up and help her embrace her full divine self. Now, she doesn't need the Divine Masculine because she is embracing her full Divine Feminine self on her own. But when these two come together, it's a shockwave. It's explosion of love and energy. And it's both. The Divine Feminine and her nurturing energy helps the Divine Masculine to rise to be his true self, to help him express himself, to help him express his emotion and step into his nurturing energy, his loving energy. The Divine Masculine gives the Divine Feminine strength, supports her, nourishes her, protects her. This is union energy. This is divine partnership energy. Both of you helping each other in your strengths. This is true divine partnership. And that is what I keep saying, the Divine Emperor is all about. Stepping into that power where he can finally step beside his feminine as something of equal power, as something of equal love, as something of equal partnership. Now, what did I just do with the Ten of Pentacles? So we have the Ten of Pentacles, which is a long-lasting commitment. It's love, it's partnership, it's family, it's value, it's opportunity, it's commitment. It's all those things, but in the 3D world. Pentacles being about 3D physical manifestations, something that's grounded in the 3D world. something that's brought down from the 5D and that manifests into the external world. So, oh boy. Maybe it wanted to be back in this deck. I don't know. There it is. See here, you have, it's like 10 of Pentacles, happy home life. Okay, so they just pointed me to what he has in his hand, which is something like, I don't even know what it is, but I'll show it up to you with the baby. And they just showed me, they said the magician. This is the magician. So this is like happy home life, happy lifelong, partnership, happy marriage, happy commitment, happy love, in the 3D, these 10 pentacles. It's like 10 of cups energy. But they just showed me, pointed me to the magician, manifesting this new world for yourself. And it's not just for yourself. Again, listen to the special channel messages for Twin Flames. It's not just for yourself. This is a whole brand new world. Spark of light. This love is a spark of light for the new world. This is the magician. This is the sage. This is the hermit. But the hermit in magician's energy. The hermit having all the tools. The hermit being the sage, but having all the tools to manifest. He's the magician. Like this is the magician. This is like Merlin energy is what they're giving me. Merlin. Being able to manifest. And manifest for good. Manifest from the heart. Manifest this abundance. Manifest this new world. Manifest something of value here because he's this King of Pentacles. Sitting in his stability, sitting on his throne, and see how large that, okay, slow down. So it's a large pentacle, so it's something large of value here, something large to offer. So they're saying as he's riding in with the Knight of Pentacles, it's not going to be something small. It's not going to be pittance. It's going to be something, he's going to be in his King of Pentacles energy. So he's riding in as a knight, ready to fight for this connection, ready to express himself. But what he has to offer is actually going to be King of Pentacles energy. It's actually going to be him sitting in his confidence, him sitting on his throne, him having something of value to offer. But they actually, another message was coming through as they were channeling that to me. This is the 10 and the 1. This is the 11. This is divine union. Your divine masculine is ready to offer you divine union. Whether they're aware of what that is or not, they're ready to offer divine union. Eight of Wands, yep. Fast-moving action, communication, but this is very fast-moving. This is happening. This is happening very, very swiftly. Okay. I'm going to get one more row for this weekend. What can we expect for this weekend ahead of the full moon? What can we expect for this weekend ahead of the full moon? Anything else? Any other messages? Thank you. Temperance, healing energy. Some of you might need to go within and reflect in order to heal any open wounds. I'm hearing, so this week has been very intense, especially for the Divine Feminines. So I'm hearing that this is about balancing the energy. Going within, reflecting to balance the energies within you, because it has been very emotional. It has been a roller coaster for a lot of us. There were the solar storms, it was the full moon energy, a lot has shifted within the collective. So this is all about healing energy, but know that this is divinely guided. Know that you're cared for. You have the rainbow here, the same rainbow as in the 10 of Cups. This is being divinely guided. What else do we have to know for this weekend? And you see how this is both. You see, in traditional tarot, it's one cup is fire and one cup is water. But here it's an even flow of water. Reciprocity coming in. Balance being restored. Harmony being made. That is what's coming. That's what this healing energy is all about between the counterparts. Okay. There might still be some guarded energy on both parts. I was going to say divine feminines might be guarding their heart to protect their heart, but this is actually on both parts. You have to break free from this, is what I'm hearing. You have to break free from this. You're on a steady foundation. You're on these 2 pentacles. You have a steady foundation of value beneath your feet. You don't need to guard your heart anymore. You have these 10 of Pentacles in your mirror, like in your front-facing mirror, like it's right ahead of you. You don't have to guard yourself anymore. Open yourself up, unblock your heart to this free flow of love. 7 of Pentacles, yep, this is your harvest. Come in. It's already in. It's already here. Everything is, your abundance is here. And all the work is done. You see how he's just leaning on his, whatever that is? All the work is already done. These are in full bloom. Now they're just ready to be picked. And I'll be remiss if I didn't point out, you see these 2 pentacles here, 1, 2 on the bottom here, and how the light is reflected on them? These are the 2 counterparts. This is the 2 counterparts being lit up. It's almost like the 2 of Cups energy here. You know how I said that the light is reflecting on the 2 of Cups here? The light is reflecting on these 2 pentacles. Something of value, something of worth, this love. And we have they're pointing me to the Knight of Cups. And they're pointing me to the Knight of Pentacles we have and the King of Pentacles. This is forward movement. Lighting up this connection. This connection is ready. This connection is ready. All right, you guys. Oh my gosh, and the Lovers on the bottom of the deck. This divine union is being manifested from the 5D, divinely guided, manifested into the 3D. From the Lovers to the 2 of Cups. From the 5D to the 3D. Ready to be manifested into this physical world. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, you guys, that's going to be it for the weekend update. We'll be back on Monday with a Divine Feminine and a Divine Masculine reading. We'll also have some fresh daily energy draws coming in over next week, and then we'll just follow the schedule as we have it. So if this is resonating with you, please like, share, and subscribe, and leave me a comment in the comment box below, and we will see you soon. Sending you guys so much love and so much light, and we'll see you later.